Okay.
James Rees over Time Heroics. You're with Souris Manfredi of WLC. How are you today, Souris? You okay?
I'm really good, thank you. What about you?
Yeah, great, thanks. Great to hear. We'll start off there, and we best congratulations are in order for the big fight announcement coming out the last week. You're going to be taking part in the first women's championship fight at WLC. How does that feel for you?
That feels amazing, as you can imagine. I'm gonna be in the history, so I'm really grateful for that. Really,
Yeah,
and it is something being the first female bantamweight world championship. It's something in my career is like the more beautiful achievement. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's one massive opportunity, and obviously you're not shy of setting records, being the first female to win by knockout in WLC as well.
Yeah.
So with the obviously with the fight coming up on the 28th of August, how much do you know about your opponent, Misha Katz?
I don't know much. My trainer do more. He saw her fighting already, but I do not. I only saw a few fights on YouTube. I know that she will probably be more taller and bigger than me, because I don't think that 54 kilogram is a natural weight, but I don't care. I'm used to fight taller and heavier opponents, so I don't mind.
Yes, it's definitely going to be an exciting fight for sure. I think your styles of fighting should complement each other and make for an interesting fight anyway. How do you feel that your skill set matches up against hers from the information you have on her so far?
She's on my way. That's it. I mean, I feel ready for whoever, and I don't know, the belt, the title is my goal. So I actually, whoever on my goal, I have to smash her, as I will smash anyone in my way. That's it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. They're all in the way of your main purpose of being that champ. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us then, let's take a little step back. How did you all begin? How did your journey with combat sports and Lethway start for you?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, how did it all begin for you? How did your journey into combat sports and Lethway start? How did it all come about?
I started like 8 years ago MMA, but it wasn't my things. But then after I did more like jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, and then Muay Thai. And I completely fell in love with Muay Thai. And then I got the chance with cat track, which is more or less the same once, and then Lethway. And now here I am.
Yes, it's quite a quick procedure to where you've gone to then, really. It's, like some people, it takes many years to get to where you are already.
Well, being honest, since I started to train 8 years ago, I never stopped, and I really worked my ass off every day to reach that level and to reach that position. I mean, I did not really work so much lately. I mean, those last 8 years, because I was really focusing. Like, okay, I started already old. Like, you know, I did some judo when I was a kid, but that's it. And after all my teenage and as a young adult, I didn't do any sport. So I really had to build my body, my mind, everything. So for the last 8 years, being honest, I really worked my ass off. So yeah. Even if it's short anyway, I think I did a lot lately.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've obviously worked extremely hard to get to where you are now. Tell us about the gym you're training at, because obviously you're French as your nation, but you're spending your time out in Thailand. Tell us a bit about your coach and the facility you train at.
Sure. So 3 years ago, I moved to Thailand. My trainer actually is French as well, but he's living in Thailand since 14 years, and all his career was in Thailand as well. So he has this gym, Luciamo Training Camp, who was before in Korat, in Isan, but now we are in Pattaya. So 3 years ago, we started to build my career and my progression in my career together. I'm gonna do everything with him because I really trust his way of teaching, his way of his techniques. He's in my eyes is really like an encyclopedia of Muay Thai, and he can adapt himself. I mean, whatever I have to do, if I have to fight in K1, he would adapt his training for K1 style, and it was really good also to adapt my style to Letway. So it's a good partnership actually.
Yeah. So did you have you always trained with your coach then, or is that just since you moved to Thailand?
No, it's only since I moved to Thailand 3 years ago. Before, as I was training MMA, it was in Romania. Then I moved back to France. I trained a bit. I was moving and searching a place where I feel good and a trainer that really helped me to improve myself in the best way possible.
Yeah, that's great. Obviously, we've spoken about your achievements so far. First female to win by KO, 35 fights, 28 wins. That's quite an impressive record in itself as well.
Thank you.
What else is there you'd like to achieve? I mean, obviously, first knockouts, potentially going to be the first female champion. What else is there for you to do?
I want to win that title. That's my goal for right now. And then after, I want to defend the title and win all the time. And I'm really looking for fighting as much as I can in Letway because I truly love it more than Muay Thai actually, because I really feel more free in Letway because of all the possibility of takedown and fighting without glove, the headbutt. I mean, for me, as a fighter, I truly love it. But I'm also looking for the strongest opponent possible because I think this title would be obviously like a big achievement, but fighting the best all the time will improve myself also. And I mean, this is what every fighter, I believe, wants, fighting with the best to show that they are the best, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of eyes on it now as well. I mean, not just for the reasons now, as we've already spoken about, first female title fight at WLC. It's obviously being aired on UFC Fight Pass and Canal Plus, two huge promotions to be airing it by. What does the pressure of that affect you at all? Is this something that bothers you, or is it just another day?
No, of course, the pressure, let's say, I think there is a difference in between stress and pressure. I think stress can really, in somehow, make your performance in a bad way because stress can affect you in a bad way. But pressure is good. I mean, when we feel pressure, whatever we do in life, we want to show the best, So I actually take it more like, okay, if I feel the stress, I will really work on that part. Like I have to take off all the stress. But the pressure, I need to feel it. I mean, during the training as well, to push myself even further and harder every time. And in a fight as well, I mean, I when I'm fighting, I don't want just to make a good fight. I want to make like the best I can do. So the pressure helps me in that direction. I believe this is not only for sport. I mean, I'm sure as well in your work, when you feel pressure, then you want to prove, you want to do the best. You are not like, oh yeah, I feel pressure, but that's it. No, it helps. It helps.
Yeah, definitely. And you obviously seem to thrive with the pressure of it so far, to be honest, as well. And there's not going to be any bigger stage for you anyway. Is there? Title fight, main event of the card, all these big promotions here and it. So with something so big coming along, has there been talk so far about what's happening after that, or is it all just very much purely on this fight at the moment? Has WLC sort of spoke to you about what happens after it?
With WLC, I first must win that fight to see what's going on after with them. So let's say if I by winning, I will have another contract. And otherwise, with the COVID issue, the stadium just opened back in Thailand. And of course, most of the stadium only accepted the man. So it has only like Super Champ and Muay Arco who take girls for the fighting. So actually, even if I'm ready, even if I'm in good shape and blah, 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 I don't have so much fight opportunity, as I really believe most of the women in Thailand don't really have a lot of fight opportunities. So, but we are actually talking about something in September with a big promotion in Thailand. So we see.
So not really that long, not really that far away either. Then, really, because obviously end of August is the upcoming fight. So if it talks to September, I mean that could be quite a quick turnaround for you.
Exactly, exactly. But I'm used to fight very often. Before this COVID situation, I used to fight at least once a month, sometimes twice. It happens. One I fought fifth time in a month. So I mean, if I don't have any pain or a big injury, why not? If I feel ready, if I am in shape, why not? So
the more fights, the better for you then, yeah.
So
obviously, you spoke a little bit about the COVID situation. How has that affected you from a training perspective? Has it sort of affected anything at all, or just as you were?
So I am living in the camp with my coach and his wife. So actually, I had this big chance that I can train every day, twice a day. So even if most of the customer has to get back to France or Europe or wherever, so it didn't change much about training twice a day. But I did not have so much partner to spar, to clinch lately. So now, because all the gym are slowly opening back, then I'm doing like clinch and sparring in other gyms with other people, because but it's quite the same situation everywhere. Like most of the gym are almost empty. It's few Thais people, but that's it. It's kind of really hard for the Muay Thai business here.
Yeah, 'cause there's been a lot of issues with the border in Thailand, isn't there, with people coming in and out. They closed the borders quite early, and I don't think they plan on opening them anytime soon either, are they?
No. But so the government just say a few days ago that they probably will leave the border closed till April of the next year. But the thing is, you must understand that in Thailand the law change every week, and I think it will completely ruin the country, because most of the economic of Thailand is based on the tourism. So if they still continue to close the border till April, I mean, people are gonna starve a lot. So I don't think this is really possible. I think they will change this law soon, even if it's not a law yet. But it's like, you must understand that everything changed in a week in Thailand. It's kind of
yeah. Sure, it's not a good situation to be in either. As this as you say, with the economy in Thailand, there's not sort of many things that drives the economy other than, as you say, tourism and the likes of Muay Thai and combat sports. They're the sort of the big financial gains in that country, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
So obviously, as we've said, you were really one of the biggest names in WLC, in particular for the female divisions. You've obviously got a lot of young girls probably looking up to you these days. What sort of message would you like to give them if they're considering trying Lethwei for themselves?
I would say, if you feel it, go for it. Of course. I mean, I believe to trust your inner feeling. So if you feel like, I want to do Lethwei or I want to do boxing or whatever, just do it, and never listen what people try to put in your mind if it's the opposite of your feeling. Just trust your inner feeling. And that's it. That's also what I told to myself. I mean, 8 years ago, nobody was really supportive when I said, okay, I'm going to try MMA, I'm going to start a martial sport. People was like, yeah, but why? Why you want to? I just felt I just trust my inner feeling. Like, no, I feel like there is something for me in this sport, in this community. I have to go, and I will do all the sacrifice just because I feel something. I feel I can be good. I can do something in that sport. So, and here I am. So I believe it's important to follow your feeling, your inner feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like, that's a great message to give out. I really appreciate you giving up your time today. I know you just come out of training today, so I'm not going to take up much more of your time. As I say, really appreciate it. Obviously, so soon to such a big fight as well. Really appreciate the time you've given us. I want to wish you all the best for that upcoming fight, and I hope we can catch up again soon.
Yeah, and thank you very much for taking as well your time for this interview. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. And yeah,
My
I hope to
pleasure.
see you soon with the belt.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for your time.